one of the first tools that you'll see a lot of advertisers use is alter casting. And this is the main tool. This is the emotional tool. This is what you see on like the what do you call those? The de jour or the jadus, the
amuse-bouche,
the amuse-bouches, the colognes, and or more likely the perfumes, where they show like really hot guys and like really hot girls like making out with each other, and then it's just like j'adore. That's it, j'adore. Yeah,
j'adore,
j'adore afterwards, and it's told you nothing about the smell. It's told you nothing about how long it lasts, nothing about how much is in it. There's no, an accountant wouldn't be happy with this commercial. Like if they were in the back ends of it, an accountant would make it has 16 ounces, which is like 500 sprays per use, and it smells like pine trees. No, that's not the right way to advertise that anymore. There's old commercials like that, but the new commercials show like a slow motion video of a waterfall, and then it cuts to this like girl who has like sweat all over her, and she's in lingerie and she's feeling herself, and then it's all sudden in black and white, and there's some guy that's running in slow motion, and then it cuts back to the girl and she embraces the guy, and that's modern day commercial, because it's this logicless, senseless, like feeling, this alter casting that is basically saying, you know what? There's no way to describe this smell because it's a video that we're showing you. So why not describe it in like this almost
abstract,
euphoric,
abstract
aesthetic? Yeah. So that's alter casting. And I think personally, most forms of advertising fit into that, because even if you're doing humor advertising, like you're trying to embody your brand and you're trying to make this persona that you want people in, but like sports cars do this, some clothes do this, what do you call it, perfume, cologne, Axe does this. If you remember when Axe used to have the commercials where that guy would put it on and hot girls would just come chasing after him. That's
how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Yeah. Oh, 5 gum.
That's a good those one. Are good ones. That's a good one.
Yeah. That's a good one. So the next one is stroking ego. That's another,
we're not talking about that on our podcast, are we? Stroking?
Shit.
I'll drink to that.
Stroking ego. Yeah. We're talking about maybe not stroking ego, maybe tantalizing your ego, if that's a better word for you. But this one is basically since you're a rich guy, since you're a sexy guy, since you're rich, since you're handsome, since you're ripped, then you need this. So it's the guy or girl, like you're a sophisticated woman. You fit this A, B, and C, man or girl, whatever it is, then you need this. And it's stroking your ego, basically. It excludes some people, but it says, it gives that, it's another version of like giving that perfect image of yourself and letting yourself play off it. The next one is acknowledging resistance. And this one came in the early 2000s the most, where it's acknowledging that your viewer doesn't like want to be sold to. They know that like the old timey version of ads is like giving you the facts, giving you all this. They want it to be more subtle. They want it to be more subliminal, but sublimable. So this is more like this is where this is more of an aged sales technique.
A fine cheddar of an advertisement.
This is not, but this is what refine the cheddar of today's advertising, because it used to be like, are you sick of losing your hair to blepharitis? And then it'd be like, well, guess what? You don't need that anymore. Like Cheek's radio voice. So people got sick of that. Young people got sick of that, and they wanted to be sold. Are you
sick of wiping your own ass? Because people may think you're gay? Well, I've got a solution for you.
That's good.
Good throwback too.
That was a good throwback. What was that from?
It was Jean
Was that
Claude.
fake invention?
Was that fake invention?
Fake invention.
Jean
Not
Claude.
wipe, a robot that'd wipe your butt for you.
Oh yeah, it was Jean-Claude. You're right. All right. The next one is grabbing your attention. This is a classic one as well. This is your.
What? Why is advertising so sexual, Jay? Jesus.
Hey, this is the perfect one to ask that about. This is your Carl's Jr. lewd woman.
I was just
Go
thinking that
daddy.
commercial exactly.
In your just channeling your inner Neanderthal. Like everyone has that saliva watering. I see a chucha mama mumu, you know, like that kind
Chaco.
Zoinga.
all the inner beasts, and it's just that stupid rudimentary objectifying of women, basically. That is just, it's total Flintstones babbling your motor vehicle with your feet. It's just it's rudimentary and it's dumb and it should be outlawed at this point. But it is something that was effective because like people would see like nearly naked women and just be like, there's also ones where it's like, do you guys remember that commercial where it's like, wow, that's a low price? There was one of those for Best Buy where this guy was just screaming the whole time about it being a low price, and that's grab your attention, just screaming.
Compared to what?
Yeah, no one knows. He was in a Best Buy. It wasn't like he was looking at two different stores. Wow. But that's another example. The next one is Promised Land. That is more spot on to the Axe body spray kind of motto where it's like you slather this shit on. Next thing you know, your biggest problem is going to be a horde of hot ladies just chasing after you. That's the Axe body spray Promised Land. It could be like it could be the DraftKings, the old DraftKings commercials used to be like, if you bet on this, you're gonna be rich, and you'd be showing like the cribs you'd be in after betting with DraftKings. Mm-hmm. So that's the Promised Land. Those are becoming more taboo. There's more laws against those. I remember there's one back in the day where Coke got sued because they were like, if you drink a Coke, you could be doing this. And there's this guy in like a private jet, and someone sued Coke because they're like, you told me if I was drinking Coca-Cola,
no way,
I could wake up in a private jet plane and I'd be the man. And it was something like a contest they were kind of promoting, but there was like it was very clearly fake. It was kind of like the McDonald's getting sued for their hot coffee, that kind of thing, where it was just like obviously they weren't explicit enough about the terms and conditions of this situation.
Coffee
so,
might not be hot.
Did you order a cold brew? No, I ordered a hot coffee. Why was it hot? I don't know. The next one is inadequacy. This one, to me, is the most manipulative. It's basically saying like,
you're not enough.
10 out of 10 guys have 10-inch penises. And if you don't, you need Viagra.
Yeah.
You know, that's that kind of thing. I've never seen explicitly a Viagra ad that's like that in any way, but but it's like do you want to be the only one without a red Lamborghini? And it's like rich guys are like, I do not.
And poor guys are like, I need a Lamborghini.
Yeah. I need a Lamborghini to be rich. The next one is fearing being the only one without the product. The last one feeds into this one well. It's like, don't be the only guy without Kids Bop 12, you know? You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the only guy that didn't hear the new Kids Bop hits.
Don't show up to Bobby Joe's birthday party without the new Nike F-150s.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't chew Big Red.
Nike
Fuck
and Ford
you.
did a team up. and they made the Nike F-150. They just spray diesel when you're walking.
It's the only way to show you're a man.
It's the only way to use sneakers and spoil the environment at the same time.
And get chicks.
Do you know girls that love the smell of motor fuel? Well, I've got the sneakers for you.
Well, come on down to Foot Locker. We won't put you in a Ford today. Do you love the smell of gasoline in the air? Do you love having to put out a ladder to climb into the cab of your truck?
Well, we got the bed
come
sheets
on
for
down to
you.
Foot Locker.
Have you ever tried Egyptian cotton? Oh boy. All right.
If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
If you don't feel like this is a conversation about advertising, then you're fucking right. The next tool you might identify in your local advertising agency's tactics is they might try to scare you. They might try to say 10 out of 10 doctors agree that this drug is bad for your children. That's your typical Facebook ad. I feel like my mom sends me one of those once a week where it's like 10 things your gynecologist doesn't want you to know about your penis. It's all
You sure you should be going to a gynecologist?
Maybe I'm going to the wrong gynecologist.
Oh my God.
All right, moving on. And then obviously we go on to humor, which is cheek, like your favorite Geico commercials, that kind of thing. My favorite commercials are always the Old Spice. Just never gets it wrong. Old Spice makes me laugh every time. The other ones are the new progressive commercials where it's like, don't be like your parents. Those crack me up every
those
time.
Are great. Those are
Those
great.
are fire.